Hello guys, so in today's video I'll be sharing my journey to Niger State. My name is Aisha Odishi Otishiku. I'm on this channel to talk about faith, lifestyle and gospel movie review. So if you're new to this channel, please subscribe to my channel, like this video and share it with your friends. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. If you haven't watched my previous video on how I got to know my place of service, please check out my channel and do watch it so that you follow along the story. So I got to know about my place of service where I'll be serving on Saturday, right? On Monday I went to the park, I paid for the bus, got my ticket, and I was told the time would be leaving on Tuesday. So like I said in my previous video, Niger State is far from Calabar where I was staying, right? So if I was going to make it to camp on Wednesday, 2nd November, which I was asked to come, right, I was going to leave a day before. So I left November 1st, 2022. So there's this thing that happens sometimes when I'm traveling. Some people call it motion sickness, right? That I tend to feel nauseous, want to throw up. So my mother recommended I get bitter cola or guava or tin bitter lemon, or I should just not travel on an empty stomach. So it's worked the first time I tried it. And then of course she also recommended carrying nylon just in case it overpowers you and you have to chop. So I got all those things, and I didn't get all. I got tin, and then I got bread, and then I took something light in the morning if I traveled, and then I got bitter cola. So I put them in my school bag where it was going to be very accessible, and then I went to the park with my uncle. So as I sat there waiting for the bus to load and all of that, I heard some persons by my side and opposite me. They were just discussing how that they were going to work out their relocation back to Calabar, how that they didn't want to be posted to the north. They're just talking about the bad things that were happening in the north, and I'm like, God, I beg. So they were also going to Abuja. So we're going to Abuja. So we're going directly to the states they were to be posted to. But I didn't find anyone who was going to Niger. So I got into the Sienna bus that would take me to Abuja. So the plan was to get to Abuja, and then from Abuja, depending on when I get to Abuja, travel to Niger State. So we're in the bus, guys. We're in the bus on the way to Abuja when something happened. So I was just studying the road, and I tried to distract my mind at some point, tried to watch movie, listening to music, listening to songs, but I wasn't just playing with it. So I just relaxed, and when I relaxed, I felt like God was laying in my heart to ponder on how it felt like for Abraham, right, to leave his father's land. You see, God told Abraham to leave his father's land and go to a place that he would show him. And then I was now like, oh God, thank you that my own location has a name. So at least I know I'm going to Niger State. I can imagine what it was like for Abraham, right? Abraham had a family, and then there was also possibility of, he had a wife, right? And there was also possibility of giving birth to children along the way. And then I don't know if he considered how he was going to protect his wife along the way, how he was going to provide for his children, and then he also have people in his care already. So I couldn't even imagine what it was like. So I was pondering on that, and then the Lord brought something to my knowledge then, that Abraham chose faith over fear. There were fears, possibly, that things could go wrong along the way, right? And then my heart was also beginning to shudder. I was actually putting up a lot of courage, right? I'm going to go to Niger State. But sincerely, guys, sincerely, somewhere in my heart, I just felt a little fear that what if I go to Niger State and what people have been saying about Niger State was true. So when I was thinking about the story of Abraham, not even the story, I was thinking about Abraham, right? God laid it in my heart that Abraham chose faith over fear. He chose to take that step to trust God, and look where it brought him. Like today we are talking about Abraham, and then it was counted onto him as right. That's why I told God that, God, I'm going to Niger State, and I know you're going with me, so I'm entrusting my life in your hands, and I know that you are going to go with me. So guys, I got to Abuja around 1 a.m. in the night. Don't let me gist you. In fact, I will gist you. That when we are, is it Kogi State? Around Kogi State, it was night, and then the road was dry. And then people in the bus now choose that time to start discussing of the baba thing that is to happen on the road in the night. Guys, I didn't know what to do. I started praying, and I asked myself, am I praying out of fear? And I told myself, God is in charge, and I'm in God's hand. God is not going to let me die on the road. Like, He's not even going to let me die. I'm in God's hand. So I silenced the voice of fear, and I slept. Actually, at some point, I slept. So we got to Abuja around 1 a.m. and then we stayed at the park, myself and some other persons. So I couldn't sleep. Park that it wasn't really protected, so it was sort of an open park. Thank God it didn't rain that night. I think it was during Hammer-time period, so but it was cold. I was on my sweater. I put on a red gown that day. I remember that gown. I put on a red gown, and then I put on my very heavy sweater, and I think I tied my hair too, so I couldn't sleep that night. So that morning/night, I stayed awake from 1 a.m. till 6. I went to meet some persons that were at the park, asked them if I could get a bus to Niger State. They asked me to wait till they'll break. And then I was wondering, how much longer do I have to wait for day to break? This is already 6 o'clock. Like, has the day not broken already? So I went back, I sat down, I went again. I think it was like the third time I went back that probably Lily just got there and then called someone and then asked the person to just take me to where I was going to enter a bus to Niger State. So I got to another park where I saw a bus to Niger State, and then I think then I met some persons who were posted to Niger State too, and then they were just gisting and talking and laughing, and then it was then it dawned on me that, girl, you're going to Niger. So, and I was just quiet. My mother called me and I was like and then it was already too late to chicken out. I've already gotten to Abuja, so I spoke with her. She encouraged me, and then I went on my journey, guys. So I went to Niger State. I arrived Niger State around 11 in the morning on Wednesday, 2nd of November 2022, and I'm gonna share what happened once I got to the orientation camp venue. Right, there was a lot of drama at the beginning. It was funny, but not funny at that time, but thinking back, it was funny. So guys, watch out for the next video where I'll be sharing my camp experience, a bit of it actually, because I wrote a book after camp sharing my camp experience. I'll share the link to the book in the next video where I'll be sharing a little of my camp experience. So guys, thanks for watching up to this point. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so and then share this video with your friends, like it, and tell me in the comment section if you've ever been in a position, right, where it was as though you're afraid of doing something, but you know that was what God wanted you to do.